What's up, everybody? My name is David from Bald Guy Media, bringing you a gameplay of my Eagles and the 13 personnel scheme versus the Buccaneers. A little bit of a different opponent, so nice little change up here. My opponent will get the ball first, as you can see, so let's get into it. But before we get on offense and we really start breaking down what we're running, because the main point of most of my videos, as I stated in the last video, is not so much to entertain, but I hope I do that. It's to show you how I'm running my scheme, because it's very hard and unnecessary to break down every single play, and just give you. I want to give you a better concept of how I run it, and I think it's actually kind of sim. But my opponent's going to get a bomb here. I can't believe Mike Evans absolutely roasted all day. Big play, Slay. Unfortunate. So that's a way to start a game. Baker dropping dimes. I mean, in real life, he only has eyes for Mike Evans. I want to know, who is your favorite current Madden content creator? My probably favorite right now is Zan, and for some biased reasons. I mean, Zan just puts out some great content. I wish he would, upload more of his games to YouTube, but I know he streams every day, so there's that. But I think he does an amazing job. His website's amazing. I've been a member before, and it's really helped me get back into Madden and creating on my own. So, and I reached out to him, and I reached out to a couple people, but he was the only one to get back to me and give me some advice on my channel, and I'll forever be grateful to someone like that. So I'll forever support Zan, and also he just had his first kid, so congratulations to him. But Zan's a great guy, and I truly enjoy his channel, and I enjoy his website, and when I do have time, I enjoy watching him stream. I think he has a great approach to Madden. I like Civil. I really like K-Mac, and of course I'm a supported Eagles guy. Even though he's a little bit of a rager. It gets crazy sometimes. I have to take a break from every once in a while, but that's dub.dubby. He uploads almost daily. Maybe you like a guy like Form or somebody else that's out there. Let me know. Am I missing anybody that you think is a really good Madden content creator, whether it's on YouTube or streaming? I know a lot of these guys stream, or maybe you just enjoy watching the pros play in these MCS tournaments and all these other tournaments that they have. So let me know who you're digging. A lot of the guys that I kind of grew up with aren't around as much anymore. Like, there's a guy, you might not even remember some of these people. My absolute favorite person was Mr. Smith, user pick 6. He was so creative and was such a great guy. I don't know what ever happened to Mr. Smith, but Mr. Smith, man, I love you, dude. You are a great guy, and I really enjoyed how you approached Madden and the content you had. His custom CFM schemes that he'd put out there towards the end of the year and stuff like that. He had a pretty good website, so I was a big fan of Mr. Smith, and guys like Addy Cards. They had some great stuff, so they'd make me laugh. But anyway, let's get into this game. I'm not even paying attention right now. Just rambling on. Sipping my coffee early in the morning. This game is 7-7. If you paid attention to what was happening in the game, it's pretty much how I start my game. Just going formation to formation, deciding whether or not I'm going to run out of this formation this time or pass. I try to stay balanced. Stay balanced, my friends. Sometimes I pass more on first down and I run, more on second and third. It all depends. I want guys respecting that run, and 4 runs for 44 yards. I would think that this early in the game, this guy's got to respect it. I think I would have had, what was that, Alberto there, because he wasn't playing him as good, but I was late on the read and I had to throw it away. That's something I got to do a little bit more now. For some reason, and then that's another good user by him. That was a bad route combination. See, now I got too pass heavy. I'm way too pass heavy. And I'm going to try to make something up here. Almost a user pick. That wasn't good. Fourth and 21. I want him to go, hopefully, to this right side of the field, and I think I would have had triangle there. But get the pressure, and now it's his ball in our territory. Offensively, this guy had some things going on for him that gave me some problems. Couldn't get there in time and hips me with a couple corners. Mike Evans again. He's just an absolute beast. Definitely think I make an adjustment in the second half to what he's doing on offense. But we're down. It's okay to be down. You don't have to switch up what you're doing, especially in the first half. I mean, this formation is just inviting me to run. But it's such a good passing play. Such a good passing formation. Really messes with alignments and stuff. Normally we don't run it to the side of the field. That smoke screen right there, but we get it. AJ Brown just letting everyone know how fucking awesome he is. Is AJ Brown the best wide receiver in the league right now? Over Jamar Chase and Jay Jettas? Man, that was almost a pick. That was bad. That was a late throw. Usually that's there. But just a second late on that throw. And cost us. But we get it. We get one of them there. We get one of the corner routes and figured it out. We figured it out. Grant Calcaterra for the touchdown. We're going to tie this game pending the extra point. And my cat is going bananas. But another thing approaching here is the Eagles play the Chiefs on Monday night. And I play fantasy. No one's really talking about, probably because the Eagles were on bye, no one's really talking about Dallas Goedert being out. And the Eagles have 3 tight ends that one of them you would think needs to step up. And, if you know this channel, we're big fans of Grant Calcaterra and Albert O. And in real life, in the past, they seem to have liked Jack Stoll more. But one of these tight ends that we are very familiar with should step up. Now, I don't know if the Eagles play a lot of 2 tight ends and stuff like that, especially because they run the ball so much. But I don't know if this is going to cause them to play more 11 personnel and they get Julio and Zacchaeus on the field more. no idea, or maybe we see Albert O or Grant or Jack Stoll step up. So it might be very random, but I would hope it's Albert O. He probably has the most pedigree, and they did spend a draft pick on him this year to acquire him. So who knows? Let me know who you think it might be. It could be a very valuable position. It has been in the past. And this is just hero ball. I put this down in a highlight before, but Albert O absolutely gets up, and that's an end of half touchdown backbreaker to my opponent. He's got to be angry. It's I've done it to people quite a few lately. I've had it done to me too. Tight end streaks down the seam. Coffee tastes good. Coffee tastes good this morning. No time left. And that's the end of the half. Just like that, we were down 14-7, and now we're up 21-14 with the ball at half. Looking good. Quez doing what he can, but can't return the ball. Looking like he's in the 4-4. Probably should have passed there, but I went for the run. Too much of a cut inside. I think I could have taken that to the house had I played it properly, but A.J. Brown cooking again. This is if you know Zan, this is a Zan play. Running around making a play. Dallas Goedert gets in the box. That was spicy. We take our extra point. We are up 28-14, kicking off this ball. Let's not let anything crazy happen like a return. Trey Palmer. It's a good little prospect. Wonder what will happen to him in the future going forward, but he really hasn't done much this year. And there, nice little tip, pick, interception. Can't return it. Thank you, Keely Ringo. Playing the run. Way too aggressive. Hey man, those are hard to stop. We're almost over 300 yards, and we're not taking our foot off the brakes here, man. We are not. Using a heavy run personnel defense, and it just can't get it off before the throw out a sack animation. So I'm going to start running through my plays here, testing what I can. And again, he gets another block shed. Really know where to go with that. Now, I've since played some people who played me cover one like that, and I want to tell you that RB wheels are the key. But this play right here, this corner route is really tough, and I want to highlight this in another video. The PA spot corner route, it's tough, man. Especially with Goddard on it, who has short out elite, I believe. Yeah, and this is dumb. Calcaterra getting a dumb animation. He should have kept going, but he didn't. So he presses Brown. Now, what I should have done is not put Brown on a zig after that, but unfortunate there. Did not get in the box. So we're going to go the old stretch. Hit him with a bunch of passes. Trying to make it look the same. And in the box. Touchdown, Agent Zero, RB0, DeAndre Swift. Calc's error. Not with the best stance moves. Cover 3 hard flat, had nothing for it. So let's see if this man can do anything on offense. Here's the ball to Rashad White. Hurry up. Pistol bunch. It's an odd formation to be hurrying up out of, but there we go. We get the user pick, like behind the back pick around the wide receiver. We get it, but still can't return. Avonte Maddox. So let's put this in the box. Almost cut way too much, but we get in. That was almost too much of a cut. Just needed to get in that hole, and you know, we juked a little too much. He went with the cover 1 there, hit the kicker. He's not happy. I mean, back-to-back plays for him are interceptions. I don't know. I mean, would you be stewing over that tip pick that he threw into like triple coverage? And threw the other pick behind a guy, but that's why you don't use Baker Mayfield. Go with the hurry up. Oh, I couldn't get there in time on the sit route. All right, so we're going to the fourth quarter. Put the 4 fingers up. We have a lot of unanswered points here. This game was somewhat close not too long ago. And how is that not a safety? All right, but it's not a safety, and he throws out of a sack there. Throwing out of sacks is so insane. But I'm kind of just trying to waste time here, running through plays, trying to come up with new things. Now this play, not bad against man. I think something goes wrong here. Yeah, Circle gets caught up on his D lineman. And I actually think that might have been a good play at it. That tight end on the motion, not going over. But I had Jack Mr. Stoley on the sit route. So now I'm gonna try my read option little glitch play that I put out here. This is when I was still trying to work on it. And you may have seen this highlight in a YouTube short I put out. So the read defender disappears, and it's just me and this guy right here, and he dives so early. And they didn't give me a juke animation. They just gave me the dumbest animation in the world. And of course, when you turn the ball over on the 1, they're just going to get pancake blocks, and Rashad White's going to go like 99 yards. That was just a crazy turn of events. Unbelievable. Onside kick. Skinny Batman gets it. It's the most play Skinny Batman's got. So we're going to put him in the game here. We're going to try more of this scheme. 2 minutes left. We're going to, this is what we just ran as a read option. So now we're going to try it as a pass play. Alberto down the seam. Too easy. Probably going to let this go to the 2-minute warning. Alberto's got moves. Not Jack Conklin. Grant Calca's hair does not. Alright, trying a different route combination here. See what I can get. Just too much happening to take his attention to the right of screen, and we just hit Alberto down the seam. And that was cover 2. That was rather easy. This is a beatdown. We needed a good beatdown to watch, right? If you made it this far, I'm going to ask another question. I'll probably ask this in another video at the beginning of the video because, you know, a lot of people like to skip around and see some of the gameplay and then go to the end and see the results. Whatever. I think I missed a read there. But what do you think allows for more creativity? Do you think it's regs and, you know, using custom playbooks and something like I do here with this 13 personnel? Is that a lot more creativity, or is it MUT, where you're allowed to, you know, change your players and a lot more and put different abilities on them? Is the ability part and the new player card part, is that more creativity and you're running stock playbooks though? Like what do you think is better creativity, more fun creativity? What do you enjoy? Do you enjoy both? Maybe it's playing CFM and, you know, if you're allowed to use customs and fantasy drafts, does that allow? That's a nice user pick there. I think that other guy would have intercepted it anyway. Do you like these? I don't know. CFM allow you, you know, more creativity? What's more fun? Or do you like a little bit of everything? I feel like if you do MUT, you gotta just grind. He overplayed that way too much. He knew it was coming, and he took the craziest angle. So anyway, hope to see a lot of comments in this video. I asked a lot of questions. I think we're going to try to do this RB wheel again. He's got to protect the seam. Yeah, I've been using that RB wheel a lot, especially when guys are going cover 1 and cover 0, and they got safeties that can do a good job covering my tight ends. The RB wheel has just been money for me. I'm actually going to be dropping a, you probably have already seen it, a nice little dot or not with an RB wheel at the end of the first half for a touchdown. So there you go. 1 second left. Can we get a touchdown? Nah, we can't. But we got over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 49-21. An absolute beatdown of the Buccaneers, led by Baker Mayfield, Cade Rotten, Rashad White, the Hall of Famer, the future Hall of Famer Mike Evans. Yeah, he's, you know, remember when this guy scored first or like a second player of the game? I do. But anyway, tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time for more gameplay. I keep telling you I'm getting out some more tips and breakdowns of my 13 personnel. There you go. Look at that. Alberto. Big game. Thank you, buddy. Grant Calcaterra getting there. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.